Hey guys, welcome to my video for today. I'm Sarah, this is No BS Beauty. Today I thought I would do my evening routine using products from The Ordinary. So I've got a nice variety of goodies from this pretty affordable brand, and I thought I'd just whip them up into an ordinary only evening routine. So I was gonna do a mask initially, but I thought, you know what, I'll skip the mask for today. I just need a good cleanse. Got a little bit of makeup and sunscreen on. And out of all the cleansers, I've tried everything from The Ordinary. Out of all their cleansers, my favorite is still their original Squalane cleanser. I love this. You can just apply it to dry skin, rinse it off with water, and it does a great job removing makeup, sunscreen, oil, anything you can think of. So that's where I'm going to start. And then I will go on to toners and serums and eye products. So I'm going to take my sweatshirt off. I don't want it to get all sopping wet. So I'll just hang it up right there for now. Okay, so the Squalane cleanser is great at removing makeup. You just apply it over dry skin and rinse. So that is what I'm going to do. Into my big covered sink. Oh, is this a new tube now? Okay. This is my newest bottle. I swear I had another one hanging around. But anyway, they've got all sorts of other cleansers that are water-based emulsify, and a couple of them are lathery, and I kind of just like oil cleansing and really cleansing and things that are gentle. And The Ordinary does have that. I will say my dad loves their shampoo. He loves that shampoo I bought for him, so now he's all over it. He needs fragrance-free products too, so I think that should be a good amount. I didn't really put any eye makeup on today. Actually, I've really been wearing a lot of eye makeup. My eyes have been really sensitive recently, the last few months, so really nice lotion. Kind of smooths over everything really nicely. Now I'm going to rinse it off. Okay. Quick and pretty easy, right? Got my little drying towels. Oh, Lincoln is back in. He's outside for a little bit. He's got a little boot on his foot. Lincoln! Lincoln, come here! Lincoln! Okay, I guess that's all we get from him today. Lincoln, you want to say hi? Guess he's not feeling very star of the showish today. Okay, so now I'm going to use their Ferment Milky Toner. I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to use it with a cotton pad because that's just kind of what I tend to prefer. So, let's see how milky it is. A few drops of it are enough usually. And I'm using this with the DHC Silky Cotton Pad. Shiseido also makes great cotton pads too. This brand they sell them in bundles of 3 online, so it's just easy to get my hands on. But anyway, a lot of my spray tan is coming off. That's just the nature of the business, spray tan. If you don't want a real tan, spray tan is high maintenance, very high maintenance. You can see some of that spray tan it's tough to keep on top of it. Very high maintenance, have it. Choice. Or have it. Okay, feels nice and clean and soft and smooth. Now, give it a second to kind of soak in a little bit. I'm going to apply a touch of their growth factor serum, which is very watery. I like that I can include this in my routine without really having to change anything else because it is so watery. It really just feels like almost just like applying a little bit of water on your skin. I'm going to fix my ponytail. Seems kind of messed up. I'm so crooked. My back, I have scoliosis, like severe. And no matter what, my ponytail is always crooked on one side. I don't know. Okay. Couple drops. And one more to pat down my neck. There we go. Super watery. Feels nice. Easy to fit into most routines without having to change anything, which is a big plus in my book. There we go. And for my body care part, I would pick the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors Lotion. I think I got this as a backup bottle. This is another one my dad loves. That's what happened. I got my first one and my dad ended up needing a moisturizer, so I turned him on to it, and he loves this one too. He's also big into Vanity Cream and a couple of Paul's Choice products. Go figure, right? Okay, so we did the Growth Factor Serum. Great for anti-aging. Very easy to fit into a routine. I'm going to put a little bit of my eye serum on. This is their multi-peptide eye serum. Just a drop right around the eyes is all you need. And it's full of good anti-aging peptides. Let's see. One drop. One drop is enough for both eyes. There you go. And then you kind of just pat it on, but feels nice for an evening routine. It's on the daytime routine for my eye products. I love the CosRx Snail Peptide Eye Cream. That happens to be one of my favorites, but this one's nice too. And it's got a lot of good ingredients in it as well. So, okay, so it feels like everything's kind of soaked in. I'm going to apply my copper peptide serum, which I will say I mixed in a little bit of raw copper peptides into it, so it's going to be probably more blue than what you're used to seeing. So actually, I don't know if I've mixed it in with this one yet. Yes, I have. So I made a 1% copper peptide product, about 2% with the amount I added in. So you can see it's a little bit more blue than it normally is. So a couple drops of it though is really nice, and there we go. So that's 2 drops, 1 more drop, and then 1 more for my neck. There we go. My neck needs all the help it can get. Just like everything. Just like my back, it needs all the help it can get. Staying not crooked. Okay. That was nice, bright. Feels good on my skin. My skin feels nice. I mean, it looks greasy, but honestly, Lincoln and I are going to go hang around the couch and watch TV before I go to bed anyway, so I'm not too concerned on how it looks. I will put on my Lash Peptide Serum. Give it a good shake up. So if you use lash lengthening serums, the best one, in my opinion, are ones with the prostaglandins, like Latisse, the prescription one. There's a lot of other companies that sell lash serums that contain prostaglandins that are similar to Latisse. This does not have prostaglandins, and it just has peptides. But for some people, I think sometimes Latisse for some people can make their eyes get dry. All their issues with eye dryness can be use of retinoids too close to the eye area. It makes kind of the tear duct glands not produce as much. Things like LASIK, or if you wear contacts. So take all that into consideration. This product I typically use on my eyebrows only, and then I have a prescription Latisse that I just gently put on my eyelashes maybe once a week these days. My eyes have been so sensitive lately. So I've been mainly just using this on my eyebrows, which also need help growing, and stick it in there. So that's kind of what I've just been using it for, is my eyebrows. Seems to help. Peptides are good. I don't know if they can work miracles, though, when it comes to lengthening the lashes. Lashes are very individual. Some people have very long lashes. Depends on, I think, younger people it grows faster, too. So, okay, next up, I was going to put on their new Rice Lipids and Ectoin Microemulsion, which for some people, this might be all the moisturizer you need. For me, my skin's super dry. I'm in Minnesota where it's very dry. It's also very cold and the furnace is going nonstop. So I need all the moisture I can get, so I will layer the moisture on. Some people might just be able to get away with just using this and that's it. So I'm jealous. But anyway, okay. So it's got a milky kind of texture. I did a first impressions on it. A couple of drops are usually enough. There we go. Okay, that was 2 drops, 4 drops. 2 more probably for my, oh, just 1 more for this side. And a couple for my neck. There we go. Feels nice and moisturized. Okay. Okay, next up, the ordinary Volufiline serum. There's some debate. Some people say you're supposed to put it on clean, bare skin. Some people say you're supposed to apply it over a moisturizer. It doesn't seem like there's a straight answer. The directions from the ordinary just state shake well before use, apply the product as needed, directly to clean and dry target areas, store at room temperature. So I'm going to apply this and then I'm going to put a moisturizer on over it. I don't think Volufiline is the end-all be-all ingredient that some people think it is, but for some people maybe it's had some really amazing results. But for me now, this is my 3rd Volufiline product, and out of all 3 of them, none of them have been overly impressive to me. Nothing has revealed like amazing results that you hear about. So I don't know, that could just be me. So I'm just going to apply it around my mouth area. Typically that's where you want more volume. So here we go. There we go. And it's like kind of an oily type feeling concoction. So I typically recommend applying it to like hollow areas or sunken in areas. So a lot of people do it around the mouth. Some people pat it on around their eyes. Some people get amazing results. Some people like me don't notice much either way, but keep trying it. I don't think I've done a full review of it yet. Still need to keep testing it out. So any hollow areas, which is basically, feels like my entire face could use a little bit of Volufiline if it worked, but there we go. Okay. And last but not least, the natural moisturizing factors with beta-glucan. I love this moisturizer. It's got a wonderful gelish texture to it. Here you can see it. They have multiple moisturizers. Their original one, which is their natural moisturizing factors plus HA, that is right here. And their natural moisturizing factors with PhytoCeramides. Remember this one being the thicker one. I might apply this. This one is a little bit thicker. Maybe because it's winter, this one might be a little bit more on the creamier side versus the gel side, which seems to be not quite as moisturizing as I feel like I need right now with how dry everything's feeling. There we go. Everything feels nice and soft and smooth and feels good, like I'm going to wake up with nice, clean skin that feels so soft. So there we go. I guess I didn't love the Ordinary's lip balm they came out with, so I don't have it anymore. Oh, I think I still do have it somewhere. You know, I had it on my nightstand for a while, but it wasn't my favorite. So to finish it off, I'm applying the Paul's Choice lip balm because I gotta wipe the, I like this one better. The Ordinary one felt more like the Ordinary lip balm felt more like a paste to me than it did like a gloss or a gel. I didn't like it. So, but some people love it. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, so got their body moisturizer. If I can remember how to pump this thing. This pump was so fussy. Oh, here we go. I got some moisturizer out of that I'm going to put on my hand, my arms, and the back of my hands, which in the cold weather always get so dry. You know what gets most dry is the corners of my elbows, where my arm bends. It's like the driest part on my entire body is those two spots. I have no idea. It's always been like that my entire life, but this one's a really nice moisturizer for body, face, or wherever. And if Dad likes it, that says something, because he's very picky about everything. And having him like a few products that I like makes it easier to buy him gifts sometimes as well. Dads are hard to buy for gifts. You ever notice? Or maybe it's just guys, but dads in particular, hard to buy for. So anyway, that's my little quick evening routine with The Ordinary, which I'm impressed I did in about 15 minutes. So you can't tell me nobody doesn't have 15 minutes to have a nice routine and get your skin feeling healthy. It's the largest organ on your body. Keep it hydrated, keep it healthy. For anti-aging, I love the growth factors, and I love the peptides. You can also certainly, their retinol microemulsion is great too if you're looking for fine lines and fighting that. That's another step I could have put in. That's worth considering. Just depends on where you're at. But and they've got an exfoliant too, which is another option. But when I do a spray tan, I try and avoid exfoliants like that day I tan, because it feels like it's undoing the tan. The tan is high maintenance. I don't know. I might just go back to being normal and pale, because it just isn't as much upkeep. It's a little bit easier. Or maybe just more of my bronzing drops, right? Always do that. Where's my bronzing drops? They're somewhere around here. Here they are. And they weren't that expensive. Pacifica Sunny Glow. Mix a little bit in with your moisturizer. It's wonderful. So maybe that's what I need to go back to. Anyway, curious if you guys have any thoughts. I will link to all the products I used in the description below. And I will see you guys more tomorrow. Okay, thanks so much. Lincoln, he's not going to say hi, I guess. Okay, bye.